Welcome to Pass the Turn. This is another Magic the Gathering video, and today we are unboxing a core set M20 booster box. So I thought I'd just take this moment to shout out to Firestorm Games, who not only gave me the promo of Brienne, Jaime Lannister's mentor, throughout his entire redeeming journey from Game of Thrones, they also gave me a War of the Spark promo, Tezzeret, Master of the Bridge. It was just like, yeah, here's your promo card, but yeah, have a Tezzeret as well. I was like, oh great, cheers, thank you, awesome. Great shop, go and check them out. If you're Swindon area, go and have a look at their Magic the Gathering stock, because their prices are much better than retail. You're getting basically an online price at a retail store, which is great. So go and support your local LGS. Let's get to it. Magic the Gathering core set. The main money makers in here are your Chandras, Omnath, Locus of the Royal, Yarok, Desecrated. Apart from that, I don't really know what the real demand is from this set. I mean, it's just really a product that's released every year. Just gives you your standard run-of-the-mill fantasy tropes. But yeah, so I'm just going to open the booster packs one by one and show them to you. Not sure how long this video is going to be, but we'll see. 36 boosters. Let's go. First pack. Da -da 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 -da. Da -da -da. Tapping, just in case you don't know what it does. So I'm just going to skip through the cards. Squad Captain, Serpent, Aerial Assault, Harpier Sabot, Fire Elemental, Gorging Vulture, Gift of Paradise, Barony Vampire, Cloudkin Seer, Act of Treason. Now here come the uncommons. Creeping Trailblazer, basically a red-green elemental tribal card. Devout Decree, exile target creature or planeswalker that's black or red, scry 1. Scuttlemutt, Scarecrow, and Temple of Epiphany, so a red and blue scry land. So that's quite cool. So I'll put these up here. So one scry land so far. Sorin. It's absolutely miserable in the UK right now. Absolutely miserable. It's horrendous. Really windy and really rainy. Undead Servant, Aerial Assault, Befuddle, Inspiring Captain, Natural Ends, Sedge Scorpion, Lavakin Brawler, Bone Splinters, Goblin Smuggler, Greenwood Sentinel. Are the commons in there? I'm not going to bother flashing these up. Probably won't even flash up the uncommons, but we'll see. Overgrowth Elemental, Tome Bound Lich, Fry, and Brought Back. Choose up to two target permanent cards you go with it, or put there from the battlefield this turn, return to the battlefield. Okay. Treasure token as well. Interesting. Let's go. Next core set booster pack. Tectonic Rift, Moat Piranhas, Disenchant, Healer of the Glade, Boreal Elemental, Audacious Thief, Pack Mastiff, Leafkin Druid, Act of Treason are the commons in there. Now, a lot of these cards will be going straight on Liliana Market, so I will link my personal collection that you can buy from in the description box below. If I don't have what you're looking for, go and check out our other affiliate link, Big Orbit Cards, where we get a small token of a percentage of whatever you buy, basically. So go and have a look on Big Orbit Cards. Their stock's normally quite low, but go and check it out, and to help support us directly if you are looking for any sort of trading card game. Thank you. Rant over. Let's get to it. Spectral Sailor, Flame Sweep, Salvager of Ruin, and Dread Presence, which I bought for my Villis Broker of Blood deck. But it could go in something else, who knows. Dread Presence is great ramp and card draw for mono black. Not ramp, just like little damage dealing. That is a sort of form of ramp. And a shiny Feral Abomination. And a wolf token. Next. What I love about core set is that it's just general fantasy tropes. I mean, the last unboxing I did was Ixalan, and I had no idea what I was getting into. But this is just, you know, all the standard MTG stuff that you can expect, which is great, and it helps, you know, bulk out your collection. Anticipate, Inspired Charge, Angelic Gift, Negate, Agonizing Siphon, Silverback Shaman, Growth Cycle, Epicure of Blood, Shock are the commons there. Blood-Soaked Altar, which is cool, so I can pay 2 life, discard a card, sacrifice a creature, create a 5/5 demon. Quite aristocracy. Discard a card as well, so also aiding graveyard tactics. Loyal Pegasus, Hardcover, and Starfield Mystic, which is rubbish. Oh wow! Oh, sick. Okay, that's not bad. The foil in my set was Gargos, the Vicious Watcher, which is Hydra Tribal, but a nice little shiny version of it. That's lovely. Thank you. And zombie token. I'm not a Hydra player, but that's cool. Okay. Yoked Ox. Yoked? Is he just eating eggs or something, is he? Yoked Ox. Metropolis Sprite, Daybreak Captain, Challenger's Outrage, Stone Golem, Gorging Vulture, Mind Drop, Plummet, Fire Elemental are the commons there. Herald of the Sun, Captivating Gaia, Angel of Vitality, and Sorin, Imperious Bloodlord. Wow, okay. That's not bad. Mono black, so Sorin Imperious Bloodlord costs 1 black and 2 others, comes in with 4 loyalty. Target creature you control gains Death Touch and Lifelink. If it's a vampire, put a +1/+1 counter on it, so Vampire Tribal will be good for this. You may sacrifice a vampire. When you do, Sorin deals 3 damage to any target and you gain 3 life. And you may put a vampire creature card from hand onto the battlefield for a -3. So that is insane in Vampire Tribal. That is ridiculous. You might know a few people that want that. Leafkin Druid shiny as well, so mana dork, but that's lovely. That's my first mythic, I think. Is that the first mythic of the pack so far? Sorin? It is. First mythic is Sorin, Planeswalker. Doesn't really benefit any deck other than Vampire Tribal though, so a bit of a waste of a mythic slot to be honest. Tectonic Rift, Moat Piranhas, Disenchant, Healer of the Glade, Pack Mastiff, Ripscale Predator, Audacious Thief, Growth Cycle, Sorcerer of the Fang, Griffin Sentinel. Cerulean Drake, Empyrean Eagle, Bloodthirsty Aerialist, and Voracious Hydra. So maybe I could make a Hydra deck after all. Who knows? Got another Hydra, and a Plains, and then a Spirit token. Okay. Daybreak Captain, Soulmender, Bone to Ash, Anvil Wrought Raptor, Natural End, Destructive Digger, Sedge Scorpion, Blood Burglar, Vorse Claw. Corpse Knight, Colossus Hammer, which is great in a Voltron deck, costs 1. Equipped creature gets +10/+10 and loses flying. Equip cost 8. That's not bad. Rule of Law, and then Mystic Forge, which is getting some traction on the internet at the moment, so let me just put these in commons away. Mystic Forge, you may look at the top card of your library at any time, costs 4 to bring out. You may cast the top card of your library if it's an artifact or a colourless non-land card, so great in an artifact deck. And pay 1 life, exile top card of your library, so pretty good in a colourless deck. Evolving Wilds, Shiny Active Treason, and an Elemental token. What a great way to spend a Saturday afternoon opening cards. Here we go. Bone to Ash, Inspiring Captain, Stone Golem, Fairy Miscreant, Infuriate, Sanitarium Skeleton, Thicket Crasher, Rabid Bite, Goblin Bird Grabber, Feral Abomination. Vampire of the Dire Moon, Risen Reef, Gruesome Scourger, and Legion's End of a Dismal Backwater, and another Elemental token. Legion's End. What does Legion's End do then? Exile target creature an opponent controls with converted mana cost 2 or less, and all other creatures that player controls with the same name. That's not very good. We're a commander. Pretty much commander only MTG channel. Well, our MTG content is pretty much just commander only, so you're never going to see that card. Maybe it's got some good modern implications, but who gives a about modern? Battalion Foot Soldier, Sage's Row Denizen, Aerial Assault, Glaring Aegis, Manless Spider, Chandra's Firecat, or Ember Cat, Marauder's Axe, Bone Splinters, Wolfkin Bond, Cloudkin Seer. Okay. Veil of Summer, this isn't bad. Draw a card. If an opponent has cast a blue or black spell this turn, spells you control can't be countered this turn. You and permanents you control gain hexproof from blue and black until end of turn. So that's quite cool. That prevents your stuff from getting countered and all that sort of thing, I guess. God's Willing, Wolf Rider's Saddle, and a Bishop of Wings. So that was absolute garbage. Wolf Rider's Saddle. Interesting. Okay, what we got? What we got? I don't know why I bought one of these. So I'm not really looking for anything out of this set, but why not? Bone to Ash, Inspiring Captain, Stone Golem, Fairy Miscreant, Goblin Bird Grabber, Ferocious Pup, Barony Vampire, Marauder's Axe, Wolfkin Bond, Keldon Raider. And then we have a Uncaged Fury, another Colossus Hammer, Season of Growth, and Agent of Treachery. Agent of Treachery is pretty awesome. But just a bulk rare at this point. Just a bulk rare. Okay, Dawning Angel, Zep for Charge, Feral Invocation, Steadfast Sentry, Pacifism, Chandra's Outrage, Ferocious Pup, Murder, Classic, Reckless Airstrike, Brightwood Tracker, Dragon Mage, a card that appears in my Etari Primal Storm deck, which you can find up here, or up there, I don't know, it depends on which way I'm flipping round, so it's going to be in one of these corners up there. You'll be able to find the Atari Primal Storm deck list. But this guy appears in there and he is absolutely ridiculous. Please see that video on how I describe him, but he is absolutely ridiculous. Dragon Mage. A reprint as well from Scourge, I think. Scampering Scorcher, Might of the Masses, and Dawn from Dreams. Well, Drawn from Dreams, should I say. Who cares about that? Probably not me. Mountain and Wolf Token. Battalion Foot Soldier, Sage's Rodenizen, Aerial Assault, Glaring Aegis, Agonizing Siphon, Centaur Courser, Epicure of Blood, Griffin Protector, Scorch Spitter, Vorse Claw. Okay, and the uncommons. Iron Root Warlord, Portal of Sanctuary, Pattern Matcher, and Loxodon Life Chanter. Absolute garbage. Garbage. So again, a lot of these cards will be going on Liliana Market. Check the link in the description box below as to my personal profile and collection, which you should be able to get these cards from. Convolute, Prismite, Dawning Angel, Zep for Charge, Scorch Spitter, Boneclad Necromancer, Boreal Elemental, Greenwood Centaur, Soul Salvage, Lavakin Brawler, another Blood-Soaked Altar, Empyrean Eagle, Gauntlets of Light, and a legendary red creature, I believe it's Drakoseth, Maw of Flames. Yes it is, Drakoseth, Maw of Flames. Okay. So I think Carl might want this. Carl, if you're watching, I think you might want this dragon, legendary creature dragon. 7/7 flyer, costs 7 to bring out. Whenever he attacks, he does full damage to any target and full damage to any target and 3 damage up to 2 other targets. So when he attacks, he's obviously attacking for 7. Then he can do 4 damage to something and then 3 damage to 2 other things. So Drakoseth, just creating absolute destruction whenever he attacks, basically. So cool little card. Probably won't use it because I don't really use dragons that much. But I'm sure somebody will want that. Okay, so we've got Battalion Foot Soldier, Amblevault Raptor, Frilled Sea Serpent, Steadfast Sentry, Sorcerer of the Fang, Pacifism, Gift of Paradise, Reduced to Ashes, Duress, and that's it for commons. Then we've got Aether Gust, Howling Giant, Gravedigger, and Leyline of the Void. Great card. Extremely horrible though. I wouldn't want to. And a shiny Bishop of Wings, which nobody cares about, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make much friends when playing Leyline of the Void. So if it begins in your opening hand, you can start it with it on the battlefield. That's the general flavour of Leylines. And if a card we put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. So it hoses people's graveyards and doesn't really give you a it doesn't really do you many favours with who you're making friends with around the table, let's say that. Befuddle, Maniacal Rage, Battalion Foot Soldier, Winged Words, Boreal Elemental, Audacious Thief, Pack Mastiff, Leafkin Druid, Act of Treason, and that's the commons. Then we've got another Aether Gust, Gravedigger, Diviner's Lockbox, and Dungeon Geists with a shiny Fathom Fleet Cutthroat. So Dungeon Geists is quite cool, but I probably won't use it. 3/3 flying. When it enters the battlefield, tap target creature your opponent controls. It doesn't untap for as long as you control Dungeon Geists. So it's quite a control-y card. Would be great in sort of Yarok style decks where you get that ability twice. But Yarok would be a great card to pull in this box, but we'll see. Because he's just value. Any card that has an ETB effect, you're going to get value off, because it obviously triggers twice. Convolute, Prismite, Dawning Angel, Zep for Charge, Sleep Paralysis, Fathom Fleet Cutthroat, Infuriate, Trounder's Embercat, Rabid Bite. Okay, then we have a Rapacious Dragon, Lightning Stormkin, Chandra Spitfire, and Knight of the Ebon Legion, and a Herald of the Sun shiny. So, Knight of the Ebon Legion, another vampire guy. Probably not going to be using vampires. There's got to be some more mythics lying around somewhere. Okay, Battalion Foot Soldier, Anvil Raptor, Frilled Sea Serpent, Steadfast Sentry, Duress, Goblin Smuggler, Griffin Sentinel, Blood Burglar, Netcaster Spider. Commons there. Ember Hauler, Loyal Pegasus, Hardcover, and Leyline of Abundance. Another Leyline. Okay, interesting. Another Leyline. So, this one, obviously you can begin it with it on the battlefield if it's in your starting hand. Whenever you tap a creature for mana, add an additional mana, or add additional forest, and then you can put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. And then I've got a shiny Octo Prophet. Octopus Sky. Octopus. Leyline of Abundance was the rare in that particular pack. So 2 Leylines so far. Interesting. I wanted the Leyline of Anticipation, I think, is the one that gives you Vidalcan Orrery from the start of the game. That would be absolutely sick to get as well. But Frostlinks, Vial of Dragonfire, Glaring Aegis, Fortress Crab, Infuriate, Sanitarium Skeleton, Thicket Crasher, Rabid Bite, Goblin Bird Grabber, Feral Abomination. Okay, here we go. Risen Reef, Woodland Champion, Cryptic Caves, nice little land, so adds 1 colourless, and then you can sacrifice it to draw a card later. Control ability, you can only do that if you control 5 or more. And then we have an Icon of Ancestry, which I've just ordered from Liliana Market from some person. However, I might as well put that in my Ishkanar deck, which I am building imminently. So Icon of Ancestry. However, I could put that in my Insect Tribal deck as well. So that's good. That's not bad. Allows you to filter for certain cards as well, which is great. So if you're looking for a specific creature of that tribe, you can just filter it. Yeah, it's good. I'm talking trash. Moorland Inquisitor, Healer of the Glade, Octo Prophet, Plummet, Fire Elemental, Pack Mastiff, Ripscale Predator, Audacious Thief, Grove Cycle. Then we've got Ironroot Warlord, Angel of Vitality, Retributive Wand, and then we have a Temple of Milady, which again I've just ordered. Oh, for God's sake, it's annoying. And then we've got Vampire of the Dire Moon Shiny, Scoured Barrens Land, and Zombie Token. Next. Heartpiercer Bow, Squad Captain, Zep for Charge, Prismite, Mammoth Spider, Chandra's Embercat, Marauder's Axe, Bone Splinters, Wolfkin Bond, Cloudskin Spear. Cloudkin Seer, should I say, not Cloudskin Spear. That would be like an enchantment artifact or something. Gives -1/-1 counters. Howling Giant, Brineborn Cutthroat. Meteor Golem is always great for permanent removal in any sort of colour. And we have a Bag of Holding, which isn't bad. Not something I would have bought off the cusp, but it's a 1-drop artifact. Whenever you discard a card, exile that card instead. Tap 2 to draw a card, then discard a card. And then sacrifice Bag of Holding and pay 4 and tap it. Return all cards exiled with Bag of Holding to their owner's hand. So you can crack that off instant speed if someone tries to remove it. But you always have to remember to keep mana up, otherwise you're going to lose all those cards that you've just exiled with Bag of Holding. But it's a good artifact that allows you to tap to loot, basically, just to speed it up. I might have to put that in maybe like Italia or something. Well, I don't know, we'll see. But Bag of Holding, nevertheless, is quite a good card. I'm sure it will see play in Commander if you've got the right cards for it. It does exile stuff straight away, doesn't it? It's difficult. Disenchant, Befuddle, Heart Pierce Bow, Angelic Gift, Sorcerer of the Fang, Griffin Sentinel, Goblin Bird Grabber. I've got loads of those. Ferocious Pup, and Barony Vampire and Marauder's Axe. Okay, so what we got here then? Cerulean Drake, Brineborn Cutthroat, Mask of Immolation, and we have a Steel Overseer, which isn't bad. It's good for those artifact decks. So cost 2 to bring out is a 1/1. Put a +1/+1 counter on each artifact creature you control, so it's not bad. Running out of packs. I've only got 1 mythic so far. It's not a good ratio. There's got to be one other in here. Yoked Ox, Negate, Tectonic Rift, Disenchant, Scorched Spitter, Boneclad Necromancer, Boreal Elemental, Greenwood Sentinel, Soul Salvage, and this is the uncommons. Blight Beetle. 1/1 protection from green. Creatures your opponents control can't have +1/+1 counters put on them. So that's good for nerfing all of the +1 stuff. Simic. Sky-Knight Vanguard. Gauntlets of Light. And another Gargos. I don't want another Gargos. I've already got a shiny Gargos. But there you go. This is what happens. See? You get hosed. You get absolutely hosed. Gargos. Another one. Okay, come on. What do we have? Raise the Alarm, Anticipate, Healer of the Glade, Inspired Charge, Wing Words, Reckless Airstrike, Blade Brand, Shock, Leafkin Druid, and Air Elemental. Gravedigger, Flame Sweep, and Lotus Field. That is a good one. Lotus Field is a good one. With a shiny Vengeful War Chief as well. So Lotus Field is really good. So it's a hexproof land, so it can't be removed by anything that targets it. Enters tapped. When it enters, sacrifice 2 lands, but then you can tap to add 3 mana of any one colour. So that's pretty decent. Lotus Field. Okay. Fortress Crab, Vial of Dragonfire, Moment of Heroism, Frostlinks, Wolfkin Bond, Keldon Raider, Agonizing Siphon, Centaur Courser, Epicure of Blood, Griffin Protector, Chandra the Novice Pyromancer. Elementals you control get +2/+0. -1 is tap to add red, and then you can do 2 damage to any target. So nice. Manifold Key untaps another target artifact, and target creature can't be blocked this turn, which is not bad. Because you can untap stuff like Basalt Monoliths and other things that remain tapped once you've used them, so that's quite cool. And it can make a target creature can't be blocked this turn. So it's sort of better than Rogue's Passage in a way, because it gives you the untap another target artifact as well, which could give you a ton of mana. So that's quite cool. I haven't actually seen that yet in this set, but I might actually have to use it, so we'll see. Manifold Key. Yarok's Fenlurker, and Planar Cleansing, destroy all non-land permanents, which I'm never going to use, so I don't play white. So destroy all non-land permanents. Okay, Planar Cleansing, I guess. How many packs do we have left, people? We have 12 packs remaining. 12 packs. What's going to be in the 12 packs? You will see. Comment in the section below, but how well have I done? Have I done well or not? Probably not, I don't think, so I'll never do well at anything. Negate, Unholy Indenture, Squad Captain, Bone to Ash, Plummet, Soul Salvage, Reduce to Ashes, Unsummon, Netcaster Spider, Mind Rot. Moldavine Reclamation. Whenever a creature you control would dies, gain 1 life and draw a card. That'll probably go in Ishkanar deck. Moldavine Reclamation. I didn't actually buy one, I don't think. But that probably will go in there. Diamond Knight. Wolf Rider's Saddle again, and a Cavalier of Dawn, which is probably the one. But there you go, a mythic slot wasted on Cavalier of Dawn. 4/6 Vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, destroy it with one target non-land permanent. Its controller creates a 3/3 Golem. When it dies, return target artifact or enchantment from your graveyard to your hand. So, absolute garbage, basically. It's probably the worst Cavalier of the set, I think, that one. I could be wrong. Anvil Vought Raptor, Moment of Heroism, Frostlinks, Undead Servant, Daggercell Aeronaut, Fire Elemental, Gorging Vulture, Gift of Paradise, Baronnet Vampire, Cloudkin Seer, another Chandra, Novice Pyromancer. So another one of those. Another Corpse Knight, Ancestral Blade, and a Masterful Replication, which is not going to be used at all. You can research that if you want to see what Masterful Replication does, but I definitely do not. I'm not going to be using artifacts at all, I don't think. Even though Firestorm gave me a Tezzeret Master of the Bridge, I'm probably not going to be using any artifacts. Dawning Angel, Metropolis Sprite, Raise the Alarm, Tectonic Rift, Act of Treason, Agonizing Siphon, Silverback Shaman, Growth Cycle, Epicure of Blood, and that's the commons. God's Willing, another Manifold Key, not bad, okay. Another Yarok's Fenlurker, and a Villis Broker of Blood, which is one of my favourite commanders ever. But I've already got him. Just a shame. And then a shiny Ragged Highlands and a zombie token. Another Villis, maybe. Who knows? Let's see what happens with that. I keep going over there because I've already got the packs over here. So only 2 mythics so far, and that is Sorin and Cavalier of Dawn. That's it. Convolute, Yoked Ox, Prismite, Anticipate, Shock, Natural End, Destructive Digger, Sedge Scorpion, Blood Burglar, Yor's Claw, another Blood-Soaked Altar, another Aether Gust, another Rule of Law, and a Scheming Symmetry. This is not bad. Scheming Symmetry is not bad at all. So 1 black it costs, and then choose 2 target players. Each of those players search the library for a card and puts that card on top of it. So it's great in a commander game because you tutor for something for 1 mana, and then you if you're in a really tight spot, you can use this also, and you can say, right, I'm going to go grab this from my library, you go and grab that thing from your library, and we can deal with that thing over there, which is causing us all lag. So again, a great team-up card almost, but also a really cheap tutor card as well for 1 single black mana. Still only 2 mythics though, so that's not good. Not a good ratio. Frilled Sea Serpent, Feral Invocation, Soul Mender, Fairy Miscreant, Lavakin Brawler, Sorcerer of the Fang, Pacifism, Gift for Paradise, Reduced to Ashes, Duress, and here we go. Spectral Sailor, Warden of Evos Isle, Ancestral Blade, and a Rotting Regisaur, which is absolute garbage. Probably great in Modern because it's a 7/6 dinosaur that costs 3. But at the beginning of your upkeep, discard a card. Maybe good in filling your graveyard with horrible cards type decks, but I'm never going to use Rotting Regisaur, I don't think. Unless, no, I might use it in Ishkanar, because Ishkanar, obviously you need to trigger Ishkanar by getting Delirium, and by getting Delirium you need a certain amount of cards in your graveyard of different types. So maybe that could go in Ishkanar, Rotting Regisaur, maybe, we'll see. Moment of Heroism, Octoprophet, Glaring Aegis, Convolute, Unsummon, Feral Abomination, Brightwood Tracker, Daggercell Aeronaut, Sleep Paralysis, Thicket Crasher, Vampire of the Dire Moon, dire card that is, Renowned Weaponsmith, Goblin Ringleader, and a Graft Digger's Cage, which I'm never going to use. Another Forest, and a 5/5 Flying Demon token. Lovely. Creature cards in graveyards and libraries can't enter the battlefield. Great players can't cast spells from graveyards or libraries. That costs 1 to play. Okay, so we've only got 2 mythics. I think Firestorm hosed me here. I was like, yeah. I was about to get 2 fat packs basically, and I was like, hold on, we've got a booster box out the back. Do you want to have that instead for a bit of extra money? I was like, yeah, why not? They hosed me, haven't they? Of course they have. Unholy Indenture, Inspired Charge, Sage's Rodenzen, Maniacal Rage Murder, Keldon Raider, Fathom Fleet Cutthroat, Sanitarium Skeleton, Silverback Showman, Centaur Corsair. Then we've got a Barkhide Troll, an Ogre Siegebreaker, Yarok's Wave Crasher, and a Legion's End. Already got one. Already got one, and they're This is not looking good. This is not looking good at all. Okay, Inspiring Captain, Moat Piranhas, Moreland I can't. It's the second time I've tried to pronounce his name. I haven't been able to do it. Fortress Crab, Destructive Digger, Mammoth Spider, Blade Brand, Griffin Protector, Boneclad Necromancer, and Ripskill Predator. Here we go. Apostle of a Purifying Light, Master Splicer, Retributive Wand, and a Kaikar, Wind's Fury. Not the mythic I wanted, but still a legendary creature bird wizard, which you could potentially make Jeskai deck with. Command Zone have already covered it multiple times, so I'm not going to go into it. But 3/3 flying. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1 white spirit, and then you can sacrifice the spirit for red mana. So not bad, but not the mythic I wanted. I wanted either. I think I wanted Yarok. I think I did want Yarok because he's just awesome, great value. Could build a really good deck out of just ETB triggers. But never mind, I got Kaikar, bird wizard instead. Unholy Indenture, Raise the Alarm, Sage's Road Denizen, Violent Dragonfire, Scorched Bitter, Vor's Claw, Sleep Paralysis, Fathom Fleet Cutthroat, Infuriate, Chandra's Embercat. Ethereal Isolation, Overcome, which is not bad in mono green, Goblin Ringleader, and a Leyline of Sanctity, another Leyline. So, oh wow, okay, I've got 3 Leylines in this box. Again, you can start it with it in play if you have it in your opening hand, and you have Hexproof from the very beginning. So, again, not a bad card, but I don't play white, so I'm never going to use it. Booster boxes are utter garbage. Never buy them. I'm joking, this is great. Daybreak Chaplain, Octoprophet, Feral Invocation, Steadfast Sentry, Rabid Bite, Duress, Goblin Smuggler, Griffin Sentinel, Blood Burglar, Netcaster Spider, Scholar of the Ages, Blood for Bones, Salvager of Ruin, and a Cavalier of Thorns. Okay, I think this is not bad. I think Cavalier of Thorns is one of the better ones. But 5/6 reach when it enters the battlefield. Reveal the top 5 cards of your library and put a land from among them onto the battlefield and the rest into your graveyard. When he dies, you may exile it. If you do, put another target card from graveyard on top of your library. So yeah, that's pretty good. You can go fetch a land with it, and then when he dies, you can exile it to return target card from your graveyard on top of your library. So that's pretty decent. That might have to go in the Windgrace deck that I've got, just because it fetches a land and it can return a target card from my graveyard to the top of my library. So not bad. Cavalier of Thorns. I've only got 2 packs left now, though. I've got 3 mythics, so that's probably going to be the only mythics I get. But let's see. Moat Piranhas, Moreland Inquisitor, again, can't pronounce his name. Undead Servant, Fairy Miscreant, Winged Word, Reckless Airstrike, Blade Brand, Shock, Leafking's Druid, Plummet, another Moldavine Reclamation. Oh, I put the commons in the uncommon pile. Great. What a way to screw it up. I don't want the Piranhas in with the uncommons. They're going to eat them alive. Okay, so, Moldavine Reclamation, Loaming Shaman, Thrashing Bronzedon, and a Leyline of Combustion. Oh, another Leyline. Wow. All I need now is the blue one. That's the only Leyline I wanted, was the blue one, and I don't have it. Oh, what a load of oh, bull hosing me. Soulmender, Angelic Gift, Metropolis Sprite, Maniacal Rage, Soul Salvage, Reduced to Ashes, Unsummon, Netcaster Spider, Mind Rot, Daggersail Aerianaut. Here we go. Last pack is going to be a mythic. So we got Fencing Ace. Unsomething Berserker. Can't read backwards. Thought Distortion. And we have a... What is it? What is it? Is it good? Wolf. Oh, what a load of What a load. Night Pack Ambusher was my last booster pack. Wow, okay. So let's have a quick review on what I got there. Okay, so Cavalier of Thorns was a mythic, Kaikar was a mythic, Cavalier of Dawn was a mythic, Sorin was... I've got 4 mythics. Okay, so that's not too bad, I guess. But they weren't great. So Sorin, Imperious Bloodlord, Cavalier of Dawn, Kaikar Wind's Fury, and Cavalier of Thorns. So I've got 2 Cavaliers in there, and the rest were just... I've got 4 ley lines. The only one I was missing was the you can cast non-land cards as though they had flash, which is the one I wanted. But oh well, still, you know best. Got 2 Legion's Ends, which I'm never going to use. 2 Gargosses, one of which was foil. Yeah, fairly underwhelming pack there, but I will still use. The great thing about M20 or any sort of core set is that you get a lot of stuff that you can just whack in decks straight away that is going to give you value. So I've got a load of uncommons there, which I'm going to sift through in a bit. I mean, it's not the sort of box that I wanted to see. But I mean, again, I'm never going to use Sorin. I'm never going to use him because I don't have a vampire deck anymore since I got rid of Dismantle and Elender. So I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to use Cavalier of Dawn. Might use Cavalier of Thorn just because. Kaikar, I'm never going to use. Night Pack Ambusher, a Wolf guy, I'm never going to use that. The Ley Lines, probably never going to use those. Lotus Field, might use that in Windgrace. Gargos, never going to use it. Bag of Holding. Dracoseth, Agent of Treachery, Mystic Forge, never going to use it. Voracious Hydra, never going to use it. Dread Presence, have already got it. You know, it's just... Oh well, you know, I could be wrong. That could have been a great box, but who knows. It's a lot. It wasn't really... To be fair, I wasn't really looking for anything in M20. I'd already bought the stuff that I wanted after the set got released, so I wasn't really looking for anything in particular. But it would have been nice to pull like an Omnath, or a Chandra, Awakened Inferno, or Yarok. Yarok would have been fun to build with, even though I wasn't actually looking for it. But there you go. Thank you very much for tuning in, and if you've lasted all the way to the end, I love you very, very much. If you're liking the content, make sure you like and subscribe and hit the little bell notification for more MTG content, Pokemon cards, board games. Again, we're still in that phase at the moment where a lot of the recording's been done in my nan's house, but I move out next week, and there's going to be a lot more videos coming, a lot better stuff produced wise, and just general better content going forward. But yeah, I just thought I'd open a M20 booster box, which I ripped sillily, flappy. But yeah, tell me how it went, leave a comment in the section below, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.